Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this 1st quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Teddy Bridgewater taking it in. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here in the 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And pressure gets to him again.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets...
And he's going to go down again. Came on short. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. On 4th down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. And taken right on the 30. They'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 63 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead. Now Ito Smith. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, Ryan. That's complete to Smith. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throwing the out incomplete. That's Smith. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Ryan now to throw on third down. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On on first down. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with McCaffrey. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
To throw is Bridgewater. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally. But he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 25 on 2nd down, Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Third down. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And they give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
They find some open field here. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for that 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, Turner. And he's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 75 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. McCaffrey. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Bridgewater now. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. No gain on the play there, second down. So they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now it's Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on second and 4. Smith.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Third and 2, now Ryan. And he's going to have to hook up to Gage. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On first down, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
Fielded just inside the 20. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. From the 37, they work on second and 6. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 16 yards, a first down. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
This will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again, Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. It is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here. At home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. One last shot for Ryan. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason...